Good morning. Good morning. Where are you, Misha? How are you doing? Happy Friday. All right. So, I went and read the documentation. It's like asking for directions, right? Turns out there's a process. Need to work with PHP? But you want to write Rust? Wow, how long has it been since I did PHP? Um, oh, actually, it's within the decade. I, maybe. Just barely. Just barely. Nearly a decade ago. Good morning, Andrew. How you doing? All right. So, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm going for the volume adjustment here. All right, there we go. Actually, a little low. All right, trying to get it just right in OBS. I'm not pushing myself. Ooh, a joke. How did USB lose its landlocked status? They developed seaports. New mic? No, it's the same mic. It's the same one. But sometimes I adjust the volume because I could have it like way out here. It could pick me up well. It could pick me up really well if it was out there, but then it'd pick up the background noise. So, why did the runners stop listening to music? I don't know why. Because she broke too many records. All right, we've got to save some of these eventually. Okay, so we've got Nix. Hi, Shay, dude. Ooh. Don't know how long my stream's going to be today. My daughter's birthday. Um, there we go. That's good compared to the normal coverage you drop. Oh, that's great. All right. Let's hop right into this as my time might be limited. So, turns out, as a process, you put your web IDLs in a directory and you run this. Then it generates a bunch of stuff for you. Downside is, or what's left over, right? What's left over is adding feature flags to your cargo.toml files. I don't know if you even touch the documentation, but you might be able to touch the documentation. So here it's going through, generating all the web IDLs. I did do a run of this yesterday, and I found that there were issues. Look at that, it's so cute. Size of a credit card. I don't even know what it's called. What is this giant empty space? Is that a video? Sorry. All right. The issue that we end up needing getters. Well, so the WebIDL's dictionaries only have setters, so you can create one of these things and pass it to WebSys. That's a problem for us, as we need the opposite. Turns out it doesn't happen very often in WebSys. The first place they found it was crypto key pairs, where one of those is generated, you get it back. Someone resurrect the Palm brand again? I don't know. Is that the same company? Hmm. Not sure. But it's tiny. That's more what I want in a phone. It's a small phone. So I'm probably going to drop it and it'll shatter. And then I'll have a shattered phone. And I'll wait for it to die. It'll take forever for it to die. Look at that. Itty bitty thing. Hey, that's what I want. Itty bitty little phone with some exercised arms. It's like I've hit the gym a couple times a day. I actually care about my diet. There. All right. Coming back. You can chain the phone with neck? What? Oh, put a chain on it. Oh, that's great. And it's going to get in the way when I'm like splitting wood or something. I don't think I have my splitter around here. Chainsaw. Oh, they do one of these where you're taking a tree down, a felling wedge, bright orange. Good stuff. Find it in the snow. All right. So that finished. Then we do a get status. We see, oh dear, it's a lot of stuff. Now it didn't do all of these, but it did a number of them. You see some bits here, here. It took away the WebSys unstable API bits. Not what we want. I wonder why it took away. Oh, that's unreadable stream. Let's go through this. Yes, BYOB is now lowercase. We'll take that. This. Get reader is actually returning a JSS object at this point. Oh dear. Too much. Now in this case, we actually want the WebSys unstable APIs along with the other piece. Yeah, want those two. We want these two, but not removal of that, because that should only be available if it's somebody's enabled the unstable APIs, because you can't get a writable stream back. Otherwise, writable stream should be unstable. See, they got rid of that there. The order of these changes. And on some of these, the documentation isn't right. So if we go look at writable stream. Yeah, I don't think that actually exists. Oh, it does. Okay. What changed then? Not sure. So they're taking a JS value instead of stir? You ever get cold? Stand in the corner for a bit. They're usually around 90 degrees. Uh, yeah, there's a script. It doesn't do exactly what we want, so now we have to figure out how to actually adjust the input. Um, for example, like abort with reason. We would always want to take a like a stir there. So let's go and find some API that is taking a stir. See if we can adjust it in the same way. Arifu, thank you for the follow. Happy Friday. How about Nim? Oh, I don't do Nim. Yeah. I've spent many hours learning Rust and I want to get good at Rust. All right. So how do we adjust that? We oh, here. Let's go into the documentation. What do we have in here that got WebSys already compiled? It's WebSys. Oh, something that takes a string. Can we actually search for that? Yeah, that's not gonna. That's interesting. Message event. Hmm. Just as fast like C++. They're comparable in terms of speed. Support. Rust is so hard for learning. Hmm. It's time and dedication, like anything. I'd say it's got more learning cliffs than learning curves, but yeah, it's very powerful too. I I've quite enjoyed it. So, what would take a string in here? About, I don't know, let's just find anything. And new. New takes a stir. What else? Now, some of these return them. Is trusted, new, event phase, composable, pose. Looks like it's just new here. So let's go at the web IDL for event. Just finished the book. Oh, and I've got the John Who one. That in there's a couple books. There is hands-on Rust, right? Is 2D game development in play. Like if you like to learn through examples. Um, and there's also intermediate Rust, Rust for Rustaceans. Oops. By John. Yeah, this one's great. Um, um, I mean, it's talking about memory, and it's actually a nice addition to the other book. All right, so here is this. Where's the constructor? Constructor. Oh, interesting. DOM string type. I wonder if this is actually how event looks. It might be. In which case we'd have to actually find one that's different. Or we just go with it. Um, let's look for a WebIDL that has a comment in it. Document. No new support for. See, this can't be in there. These are not like in the spec. I'll leave them for now. Sort of like Gecko extensions. Interesting. What is the tech stack used in the 2D game Rust book? It is basically it's from the guy that did look. For a setup, game loop, etc. Trimming inputs. It's the I know that there's a crate out there. He actually went through and redid the crate a couple times. It compiles to WebAssembly as well. Function, yada yada. We're talking about strings and stuff. Well, I actually set up a game loop before that. Oop, did we miss it? There's a visitor. They're setting up a visitor pattern. What else do we have? Building your first game. Okay. Better yet. Here we go. Bracket. That's what it is. Bracket lib. Oh, yeah. Rust can do a lot. We can copy that. So that's the library they're using. And let's clean this up. It used to be the roguelike toolkit. What kind of bath is that? Oh yeah, it's OS 10. Yep. Very observant. All right, let's see. Console. Good morning, Joa. Basically looking for places where people have changed the WebIDL files in order to get a reasonable generated code. Now let's go down to something else. What else can we see in here? Oh, some HTTP request. Event, yeah. Basically, because of this, we're looking at it. The reason, I think, should be a stir, not a JS value. If we look at the writable stream WebIDL, the board takes any reason. But then if we look at the documentation, it doesn't actually describe what reason is here. When it says it's an any writable stream of boards, you take reason. And here they say it's a DOM string. DOM string would be what we want, but that's not the spec. Like they have the word DOM string in here. That's too bad. All right, let's leave it then. What do I think about C#? Good language, good place to start. That's all right. Depends on what you're interested in, and what you have resources and like somebody that can help you with it. Because if it was the difference between like learning Rust with no mentor or learning C sharp with a mentor, I'd go with the mentor. Yeah. It really depends on your targets here. So if you want to be a web dev, then no. I guess you could do stuff, backend stuff in C sharp, but not front end stuff. All right. Well, those two lines there. Take that, take this, yeah, that. Transform stream. Oh, what changed here? It's fine. I don't think we're going to have many chances to actually change anything in here. But I do find it fascinating. You think work on database with .NET or another language? You prefer backend to main language? Yeah. Finding something that you can get into and you can stick with for a while is really important. They generated all of this. We have to worry about that. Readable, writable pair. And this is the piece I don't quite agree with. Did we actually change the readable stream WebIDL? Or they see that the return type was then available? Included. Because we wanted pipe 2. Pipe 2 wasn't there. Was it because this type didn't exist, but now it exists? Huh. I think we're going to leave those in there. I take those away. BYOB bits. Yeah, dictionary. It's fine. This is the only piece I don't quite agree with. Government Brazil is so bad, but it's good for the money. see, let's commit this. I want to call this oh, it's gonna be in the PR, isn't it? Here, let's clean it up. What do we have here? Okay, let's fetch upstream again. We'll do a rebase and then what? Then squash. Oh, all right. Hit log. Use two. I'm gonna squash those into one. Fix up there. Given that, this is what fails. Anchor is handsome. It is Saturday. You think Java is a good language? You move to both Scalar or Code. Did they say Kotlin or Kotlin? An A or an O? So this would break a number of elements. Okay. Value, done. That's kind of expected. Okay. And the way that we're going to work around that, probably have to create a little trait for these sorts of dictionaries, right? If we look at the readable stream, default read result, that's a mouthful. We don't have any getters. There are only setters now. Oh, you can use Java to connect to databases. You cannot run functions without classes in Java. Is that true? JavaFX? Sure. All right. So because of this, we actually need some other trait. Now this is saying that it extends from object. So we could say that anything that, well, we could implement this for object. Let's create a little trait. Value, get property. Property. what's the value of this going to be? We also want to cast it here. This is going to look a lot like the object get. Right? And maybe this is what this. Hey, thank you for the follow. So if we did do that, KRT's a JS cast. Turn an option to a T. That might be a good place for that. English is hard for you? Oh, well, practice, practice, practice. Learning languages is like learning programming languages. Time and effort. Talking about starting languages. Actually, let's grab this. Toss that over there. You going, guys? All right. Have a good Friday, man. Is this truly unreachable? What happens if we do a reflect.get doesn't exist? So if the target is undefined, all right, that should be fine there. Then property. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like having the strings there. That, and it makes this logic a little heftier. If let sum true. Case cast is not implemented for bool. Touché. A boolean? A boolean? What do we have on boolean? Value of? Yeah. Same thing here. No, in this case, what does U into H array want? I was trying to get just the word. I want a JS value, and I'm sure this can cast to that type. This is quite gross. I don't like this. All right. We might have to do a PR. Try to implement this this forever outstanding bug, whatever it is. This here. That would be nice. All right. That compiles. Let's see the next one. Oh, yes. That's right. We need the right flags. Okay. Expected 0 arguments. Applied 1. Associated, wait, function or associated item not found in transform stream? Really? Okay, then what is there in transform stream now? Nothing? right there. Okay. So what do we do? Go back into the web IDL or transform stream. They don't have the constructor listed in here. Oh, they do. Why did a constructor not get created for it then? Because queuing strategy doesn't exist? Where does queuing strategy come from? All right. Good evening. I think we have to add this queuing strategy. So let's. That no, might have to go soon. Sadly. Where am I from? Somewhere in Asia. Yes. You have a guess? Maybe before I say, from China? I'm from the United States in the Pacific Northwest. All right. Do I consider this a co-working stream? Like if you want a backseat and see like, hey, you're not doing this right? Yeah, go for it. All right. Go over here. Oh, much. There we go. And what do you mean by a co-working stream? Oh, yeah, by all means. So it looks like we need this too in order to get the constructor. I'm hoping. I mean, it's optional. These things are optional. So why did it not create a constructor? Let's see if it creates one if we make one of these files. Okay. We'll have to be an unstable. Yes. And we're going to call it queuing strategy. Copy this into there. And it looks like I got about 5 minutes left today. Super short stream. All right. Let's see if that adds the constructor. Where do we have the command? Over here? There it is. Short but nice, yeah. Just one of those days. Gotta go spend time with the birthday person. Just started working. Yeah. I got a couple hours before that. So you can see it's like 6 a.m. here, almost 7. It deletes them all? Wow. Just wow. It's like 7 a.m. Oh, you're an early bird. Gotcha. You work for a California company? Are you from Costa Rica? Nice. Well, this is actually going to run for a while, and I should get ready to go. Ah, intentionally vague stream title. We hardly get to raid. Oh, you know what? You don't ever get to raid Brooke. Should raid Brooke today. Occasionally we'll get to raid Togglebit. So let's see if, basically we'll see if this actually generates the right thing. If it does, great. If not, we'll have some more to look forward to. Oh, it's 9:49 p.m. Wow. Come on, baby. You can do this. How to learn English well. Practice. It's all about practice. Especially if you can interact with people that speak English and they're kind enough to help, right? To mentor. Oh, there it goes. Ah, it did not change. Why did it change this one? Oh, because it got rid of stuff. But it didn't change constructor. Did we still not get a constructor? Oh, wrong one. Still no constructor. Okay, what has a constructor? Readable stream? Probably not. For dictionary. This one, new with SW. All right. Oh, I sound nice. Well, thank you. Prepare or I don't know what that is. Hmm. It looks like the dictionaries are getting constructors. That surprises me. What were we using earlier? Um, yeah, crypto key pair. That oh, there was one. What is this? Oh, device slide event. So device light event. Let's look at their web IDL. Ah, they have a constructor here. All right. Well, we're gonna raid Brook. Cargo is only for Rust? I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's like NPM, right? Oh, short stream. It's for a good cause, though. We don't often get to take my kid out to breakfast, so we're gonna do that. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. I might see you later today. We'll see. See how breakfast goes. Cargo's like NPM? No. Touche. Cargo's like a good NPM. An NPM done the right way. Is that better? All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.